And we are live from Bangkok, Thailand on David Beckham's Facebook page. And this is your first live.
It is my first live.
My name is Woody and I will be asking questions on behalf of all you guys who have been commenting for the past week. Lots of comments, lots of questions.
Which is nice.
Yeah. So how are you doing tonight?
Doing really well. You know, I've been in Bangkok now for the last 3 days, and it's obviously great to be back here. I was here last year, but the time before that was with, I think it was maybe with Real Madrid. So I always enjoy coming back, but yeah, this trip's been good.
2 days ago, you posted a picture of yourself wearing a red shirt, standing on top of a building on Instagram and Facebook. I think we should pull up that picture right now. People were like, what are you doing here in Bangkok?
Well, I'm shooting a commercial for a company that I'm partners with. So we're here with that, and it's exciting to actually be here. And the fact that obviously they've brought me over here to shoot, it's different location, exciting location. So something that I'm really pleased about.
So you've been around the city for a few days. You can say hello in Thai.
I'm about to.
Sawadee krap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have people been doing that to you? Like all the time?
Yeah, all the time.
Like Sawadee krap?
Yeah, all the time. So it's amazing. It's such a respectful way to say hello. So it's nice.
So shout out to all the Thai fans who are eagerly waiting for this live. ฝาก like ฝาก share หน้า David Beckham ด้วยใน live นี้นะครับ Do you want to do some Thai or no? Soon.
Simple stuff. If you want to teach me something.
Sawadee krap.
Sawadee krap.
Yeah, that's hello.
Hello.
ขอบคุณครับ ขอบคุณครับ
Krap.
That's thank you.
Okay, I like that.
You've mastered the Thai 101.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So guys, do send in your questions. Leave them on the comments thread, and we will be taking your questions from Instagram, from Facebook, and lots more. All right. So you have millions of people following you on Facebook, and how come you've never gone live, and why now?
I think why now is because I'm in such an amazing place, location, and obviously being in a country like Thailand, and obviously in Bangkok, it's I have such a huge fan base here, so it's I think it's the right thing to do it right now. It's special. We always wait for special moments to do things, and this felt the right time.
Did you purposely select the white shirt for this live?
I kind of felt that it was appropriate and that it looks okay. So yeah.
Now before we went live, we were talking about tattoos here in Bangkok. Like, have you seen the tattoo artists here?
There's actually a tattoo parlor in the hotel and a tattooist. So I had a look down there. It's the traditional tattoo. So it looks incredible. I'm just not sure I'm going to have the time to actually have one done, but eventually I will.
Okay. Now let's make sure that we talk about this, because for the past 10 years, people in Asia have been saying that you have a house in Thailand. Now, is it true you have a house in Thailand?
I've heard that many times. I don't, unfortunately, have a house in Thailand. I've heard that many times about many different locations, and it's sometimes just people maybe trying to sell other houses or something like that. But I would love a house in Thailand, but don't have one.
Well, I bought a house on Koh Samui just because I thought you bought a house there. And I thought you were my neighbor, and I could not.
Well, I apologize. I would like one now.
No. Okay, so there you go. No house in Thailand.
No.
Now, you've quit football years ago. Now, how would you like to be remembered? As a footballer, an actor, model, UNICEF ambassador, or dad?
Definitely a footballer. That was my number one love. Obviously, outside my family, it was my number one passion. You know, I never treated it ever as a job. It was always a hobby, and it was something that I cared about and loved for so many years, and will always love it. So a hard-working footballer is something, and successful. You know, I was very lucky to play with some of the clubs that I played with all the top clubs that I played with, and obviously represent my country for the amount of times that I did. So I'm proud of my career, and that's what I'd always like to be known as, obviously a professional footballer, but also the work that I've done for UNICEF is something that I care so much about, and it's something that I'm very proud to be part of an organisation that helps so many children around the world.
We recently did a poll. What would you like to know about David Beckham? His family, his career, his perfume, and all these other stuff. And family came up first.
Yeah.
And last week you were with Brooklyn in this photo book
Yeah.
event. How was that?
It was great. He's found his passion, and that's what you want from your children. You want them to find their way. You give them obviously support, but you want them to actually, find, a passion. And Brooklyn's found that. And the other children have also got their passions. Romeo loves tennis, plays tennis 5 times a week. Cruz loves singing, loves playing the guitar. And Harper just came to me last week and she said, Daddy, I would like to maybe play football. So I was like, oh my goodness, amazing. So, so that's...
So he's going to be a footballer?
Well, she might be. She might be. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, now, did you meditate? And do you...
I don't. I've always, I've always been interested in meditation. It's something that maybe I should do because I'm not a great sleeper, and I'm always busy. Yeah. So meditation probably would be a good thing for me to actually start looking into.
I feel like you're a person that your mind doesn't wander. You're always happy and you're always there in the present moment. Never.
I mean, I kind of like to feel that I'm always happy. Yeah. I've got nothing to feel unhappy about. I've got an amazing family, amazing business, great friends, and a life that I'm very proud of. So no reason to not be happy, but everyone has their moments. All
right. Let me turn on my phone and look at your page and see the comments or the questions. We are taking questions from you guys. You've left your questions on Instagram and also on Facebook, on this page actually. So we're going to be, okay, lots of people are tuning in right now, watching us while we go live, okay? From Pomrop, his name is Pomrop on Instagram. Would you like to try our traditional art of Muay Thai boxing?
I actually would, because I'm always looking for new workouts. I'm always trying to keep fit, and I actually do boxing in the UK. But I would love to try traditional Thai boxing.
So you've never tried?
I've never tried it. There's actually a gym in again. There's something else that's in this amazing hotel. Yeah, there's a gym in there that has a traditional Thai boxing instructor. So if I have the time, then maybe I'll try it.
How often do you work out? I mean, 7 days a week. When do you
I try to work out at least 5 days a week because I've been an athlete for many years, so I still like to keep fit. I've got 4 children that I want them to see Daddy still being fit and being healthy. And it's not just, obviously, it's definitely not about the way I look. It's just the way I feel. I like to feel healthy and I like to feel fit.
But do you sometimes just binge or eat or just say, okay,
of course,
I'm gonna have a good time?
I had 22 years where I had to be very regimented about what I ate, what I drank. So, I have my moments of like a glass of wine or 2.
Oh, no, that's it? Maybe a pie pizza or...
And a pizza, of course.
A pizza or a pie pizza?
And a burger.
A burger.
Everyone has their
fried chicken?
Their moments. Of course. I mean, I've got 4 kids. I love fried chicken.
And then the next day you would run? What do you do to burn?
It depends how much fried chicken I've eaten.
What do you do to burn?
I like I said, I box a lot. I do a lot of cardio. I get a lot of cardio from the boxing and running as well.
All right, now from Instagram, Dylan Hamill asked, what's the best distance to run for footy training?
To be honest, I don't think about what is the best distance to run. For me, everyone's different. Obviously my game was always about, long distance running. I was able to, my stamina, I was able to run through a whole game and continue if it went to extra time. So it was one of my strengths. One of my strengths was my stamina in a game. And I've always been a good long distance runner. So long distance for me was always my thing.
All right. From Facebook now, Benita Terikis. Will you be visiting the Elephant Nature Park during your trip to Thailand?
I would really love to say that I would be, but unfortunately this trip is like we've squeezed everything into 3 days filming, and I don't really have that much downtime. But when I come back, I'll definitely do that, and I'd rather do something like that, something special like that with the kids. So I'll bring the kids back, and we'll go and visit the elephants.
Have you ever seen other people going live on Facebook before? Have you?
Yeah, from time to time I have.
So this is your first live right now, and we are here, and you see all these questions either in Thai or in English, and people are commenting, I love you, hi, hello, welcome to Thailand.
Amazing.
All right, now, a question from South Africa, Naughty. Is it true you regret meeting the late President Nelson Mandela when your hair was braided?
Of course, I never regret meeting the great man. You know, Nelson Mandela was such an amazing person, amazing human being, and what he stood for, you know, for so many years was truly incredible. So meeting him, obviously never regretted that, but the fact that I had cornrows, that was kind of an interesting decision. But at the time when I had it done, I wasn't expecting then to go and meet Nelson Mandela. So I look back at the pictures and I think, my goodness, that could have been the most special picture and is the most special picture. But I have cornrows. I don't regret it, but
you don't.
know.
But what was the first thing that you said to him?
I just it's an amazing honor to meet, you know, a man like yourself. You know, obviously that's when you're in the presence of someone like that, you feel there's an aura about, you know, certain people, and he was incredible. You know, he had all his family around him, friends, and he was just, I was lucky enough to have met him a couple of times, so it was very special.
I think sometimes when people come up to you, they get a bit nervous or shaky a bit. Do you get that when you meet other people?
Of course. Of course.
Who's the latest person you met and you were shaking, Dave?
You know, I'm very lucky to obviously be in certain situations where I'm meeting people like that, you know, like Nelson Mandela, like Barack Obama, like the Queen. You know, when I've met people like that and I go to the palace, it's incredible because, you know, my family are big royalists, so to actually be invited to Buckingham Palace and then be sat with the Queen, shaking hands, you know, and I was at some dinner in London once, and there was only 3 tables of 10, and I was on one table, and I was one of the first to sit down, and then all of a sudden the President of the United States came in, sat down, the Prime Minister came in, sat down, the Queen came in and sat down, all at my table.
And so what did you guys talk about?
Well, I really didn't say much.
Or?
I didn't really say much all dinner because I was so nervous. So yeah, I do get nervous.
Well, what did they ask you? Did they ask you questions?
Of course, you know, they asked me about my career, about the family, about, you know, just kind of normal stuff, nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. From Facebook, Russ Robinson wrote, "What do you regard as the greatest goal of your career?"
I've been lucky enough to have scored some important goals, great goals in my career. I didn't score many, but the ones that I scored that I remember, I would have to say one of the best goals that I actually scored was against Deportivo La Coruña, where I kind of whipped it over the goalkeeper's head.
Remember that one?
But I'd have to say the favourite goal has to be the one from the halfway line. That's always a special goal. But the goal against Greece was an important goal for England. So, you know, there's 3 there.
Now, people miss you on the field. You know, they always try to get you on the field.
You know, I miss being on the field. You know, obviously I'm 42 years old now. I retired when I was 38. I felt it was the right time. But as an athlete, you never want to retire. So it's always in my mind to go back and to play and to obviously play in charity games that I've been asked to play in. But I've only played in 2 charity games since I finished. And I just feel that, you know, I'm so busy with other stuff that I have going on. But if I had the opportunity to go back and play, of course I would. And
you've obviously thought about owning your own team, right?
I do. We own a franchise in Miami, which has been a long process so far. We announced it 3.5 years ago, and we're still going through the process of that. But it will happen. It's going to happen. It's something that I'm excited about. You know, as a young kid. You know, fingers crossed, it's all going to happen in the next couple of years. So it's an exciting thing for me, exciting thing for the team. You know, as a young kid, if someone would have turned around to me and said, you know, you're going to have the career that you've had and then you're going to own a team in the MLS in America, it's special.
So you checked a lot of things off the list, you know, footballer, marry Victoria Beckham.
Yep.
Have tons of kids.
Tons of kids.
Come to Thailand.
Came to Thailand many times.
What else is there? There's got to be more.
What else
right?
is there? I just want to continue to have a successful business, continue to work hard with UNICEF and changing many lives for children around the world. You know, I've been with UNICEF now for 15 years, so it's a special relationship that we've got. And like I said, I'm very proud to be part of an organisation that does so much for so many young children around the world. So I'm proud of that. I want my family to stay healthy. I want to continue to be able to travel and to visit great places and meet different fans around the world like I'm doing on this trip. So I want to continue to do that.
Facebook Live, question from Facebook. Hamza Salim, what's your favorite Manchester United memorabilia and memory you had?
Memorabilia, I would have to say the treble winning year. You know, those 3 trophies were kind of incredible, and things like, you know, shirts that I've collected over the years, you know, they're very special to me. They've got a special place in my house. Special memory, again, I think signing for Manchester United, winning the Youth Cup for Manchester United, spending the time that I did with the class of 92 and growing up with that team, and then going into, you know, being a successful team with players like Roy Keane, you know, Brian Robson, Mark Hughes, Eric Cantona, being able to play with these players was a dream for us. And, you know, people talk about us being successful as the class of 92. We wouldn't have been successful without players like Roy Keane, without players like Steve Bruce, Gary Pallister, Peter Schmeichel, Eric Cantona. You know, they led the way for us. So memories like that are special.
All right. When was the last reunion?
I actually saw them last night. Funnily enough,
Bangkok.
Funnily enough, I know, of all places.
Bangkok, guys.
Yeah, they were in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Then I was in Hong Kong at the same time. We didn't have time to see each other. But then I flew to Bangkok, and then they flew to Bangkok to do an event. So we had a drink last night, which was nice. You know, it just goes straight back to exactly how it was when we were all together in Manchester starting off.
Nice. From Facebook, Sahir Khan Siddiqui. How is it different parenting a little girl to a boy?
Well, luckily she's got 3 older brothers as well. So she if she starts dating, no, she will at some point. She has to, you know, that person will have to go through, you know, a kind of an inspection with her brothers, her dad. So we'll see.
What will the inspection be like?
Oh, it'll be tough. It'll be tough. No, you know, it's amazing having children is the most special thing in the world. So to be able to have 3 amazing boys and a little girl, you know, you don't love any of them any more than any of the others. It's just different, you know. The boys are very protective over her, and obviously so am I, as you can tell.
I mean, you hug your kids, right?
Of course.
Brooklyn, do you still kiss them?
Of course.
Yeah,
of course
every day, right?
Of course.
In public?
I'm still in public.
No.
In public. I got actually criticised for kissing my daughter on the lips the other day.
Oh.
I kiss all my kids on the lips. You know, Brooklyn maybe not. Brooklyn's 18. He might find that a little bit strange, but.
Yeah.
No, I'm very affectionate with the kids. I think it was how I was brought up, and Victoria, and it's how we are with our children. You know, we want to show our kids love, and we protect them, look after them, support them, and, you know, we're very affectionate with them. So,
do you FaceTime your daughter?
I do. I
You do?
FaceTime
How
them
often?
tonight. Of course.
Every night?
A few times during the day when I'm out. And,
On the set?
and without a doubt, I FaceTime them before they go to sleep and when they wake up before they go to school. Always,
all of them?
no matter where I am.
All of them?
All of them.
One at a time?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's major.
Hopefully they're all in the same room, which helps.
Okay. Facebook question from Surrender Ready. If you are requested, this is what he or she typed. If you are requested to be a coach for a Indian football team, would you accept the request?
You know, coaching, I've been asked so many times if I want to be a coach, if I want to be a manager. It's just not something that I'm passionate about at the moment. And throughout my career and business and life, I have to do things that I'm passionate about. So at the moment, coaching is not one of those things, but you never know. You know, if there's an opportunity that comes up that then kind of pushes my boundaries and pushes me into a situation where I've not done something before and I want a challenge, then who knows? There might be an opportunity to go to India or go to China, or, you know, who knows? But at the moment, I'm busy doing what I'm doing, and I'm happy doing what I'm doing.
Keep the questions coming in, guys. We have a few minutes with David on your first live on your page.
First live, I know. It's
exciting.
exciting.
You should go back home and go live while you're showering or You know,
I mean,
just leave the camera on and
that
just go
would
live.
be kind of interesting.
Yes,
Kind of
But you
interesting.
do that at times, right? I mean, doing push-ups with your underwear and.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I look back on and I think, what was I thinking?
It's still viral.
It was for a good thing. It was
Yeah.
for a charity, and it got 11 million views,
Yeah.
which was unbelievable. Actually, I thought it was a good idea at the time.
Did you read the Well, I've seen you answered a few, comments on Instagram and Facebook. But do you have time to go back with your team to read all the comments and
I don't go
press
back,
like
but when I
and-
post something, I do a lot of likes. If I like a picture of something on Instagram, I always like them, and sometimes I comment, and sometimes I get told off for commenting. But I like to comment.
Do you know how some people, they take photos and then they take a few minutes to take more photos and then they would take 5 minutes to select that photo to post? Do you do that, or you just go one shot and that's it?
I actually got told off last night for my cropping.
What?
I got told off last night because I didn't crop a picture properly.
Oh.
So
Who told
apparently
you? Who told you?
Apparently, I don't crop that well.
See, people tell you don't crop well. What filter do you use?
I don't. I mean, I try to make my pictures look pretty, but obviously not pretty enough.
Oh.
So I have to work on that. Apparently.
All right. Zainab from on Facebook right now asked, which actor would you pick to film your biography, life story, to star in? I guess to act as David Beckham.
I don't know.
David Beckham.
I don't know. Who could that be? I think.
Any close friends?
I mean, Tom.
Tom Cruise.
Tom would be a good one, obviously as a friend.
Tom Cruise playing David
He knows
Beckham.
me. He's obviously one of the best.
Has he done
So,
your accent? Has he?
I'm sure he could pull an English accent
Yeah,
off for sure. But we'll see if that ever happens.
Okay. Lynn Taylor, which is more important, winning the Champions League or appearing in Only Fools and Horses?
I mean, that's a close one. Only Fools and Horses is something that I
Nice.
grew up on, so it's a difficult question, but I would have to say winning the Champions League. As much as I love Only Fools and Horses.
Winning the Champions League. All right. Now that's all the time we have for Facebook Live right now with David. So what was the experience like? Your
It was
first live?
amazing. I want to say thank you to everyone for calling in, for sending messages, and for watching, because I'm here in Thailand. I'm having an amazing time, working hard, and just meeting all the fans. So it's been great, and like I said, thank you.
Yeah, and he mentioned before we went live that he's interested in getting a tattoo. So
I am.
You never know.
Yeah. I'll probably get told off for having another one, but
Yeah.
you know,
All good.
all good.
Thanks, David.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.